All right. Let's get this party started. Finally got a good audience. Awesome. We are going to start with a moment of silence. So in accordance with Governing Board Policy BDDH, public participation in board meetings, please stand for a moment of silence. Go ahead and call the meeting to order. The Pledge of Allegiance, if you could stay standing. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Tristan Shaughnessy from Troop 756. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be observed by video. Thank you. Thank you. You can be seated. My mic's acting weird. We're going to roll a video on the governing board meeting procedures.
Welcome to the Mesa Public Schools Governing Board meeting. We appreciate your interest in the district. The 5 elected governing board members volunteer countless hours and serve without compensation. The president and the clerk of the board are elected in January. Under state law, the governing board may only discuss and vote on matters that are on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Agendas are posted a minimum of 24 hours in advance on the Mesa Public Schools website and in the Curriculum Services Center. Copies of tonight's agenda are located in the lobby. Members of the public may speak to the agenda items. If you wish to comment on any agenda item, please fill out a request to address the board form. These forms are also located in the lobby. Before the item is discussed, please submit the completed form to the assistant to the governing board. Members of the public will be given a maximum of 3 minutes to speak. Once recognized by the governing board president, please state your name. We ask that all speakers show respect and courtesy to others. During the second regular meeting of each month, the agenda will include a call to the public, which is an opportunity to speak to the governing board about a school district matter that's not on the agenda. Please submit a request to address the board form to participate in the call to the public. If you want the governing board to consider adding an item to a future agenda, You may submit your request in writing to the board at least 5 working days before that meeting. The superintendent or the governing board president will consider your request. Thank you for your attendance and involvement in tonight's meeting.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start with some business, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. So with that, we'll move to item 5A, the I have to talk closer. I'll just, if it fades out, I'll just start talking louder. We'll make it entertaining. I need a motion for the approval of the minutes for the regular meeting held on September 11th, 2018.
Make a motion for the approval of
I can still hear you.
September 11th.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And none opposed? Okay. So you get to hear this, we'll just pretend it's on purpose. It's gonna be fun. All right, now we'll move on to item 6A, the personnel requests.
Mr. President, members of the board, we're requesting your approval this evening of the certificated classified personnel requests, including the addendum.
Not that easy. All right, can I get a motion?
I move that we approve the personnel requests, including the addendum.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And none opposed. All right, item 7 is the consent agenda. All items listed will be considered as a group and will be approved with one motion. There will not be a separate discussion of these items unless a board member or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item. Have any requests? Requests to speak on any specific items, so can I get a motion?
I move that we approve the consent
Okay, and all in favor?
agenda.
And none opposed. With that, we will move on to some more entertaining topics. We'll move to the superintendent's report.
Clerk Minor and members of the board, I'd like to present my superintendent's report for the last 2 weeks. We always like to start with, first of all, our goal, and that is to see our kids graduate, and not only graduate, but to ensure that they're college, career, and community ready. So our vision, unprecedented excellence in education, and this is senior Jessica Gomez from Westwood High School, and over the summer she was one of 100 students selected to attend the Leadership Enterprise for a Diverse America Summer Institute at Princeton University. The 7-week leadership program provides exceptional students vital support from high school through college and beyond, and it has 4 phases, including leadership training, writing instruction, standardized test preparation, and college guidance. She says that she's very grateful to represent Westwood and Mesa Public Schools, and that the program, this was her words, the program taught me that I am capable of great things despite my background. I was able to meet other students who are equally motivated and determined to use our education to make a positive impact on our communities. Unprecedented excellence in education, alive and well in Mesa Public Schools. Our promise, every student is known by name, served by strength and need, and graduates ready for college, career, and community. In the picture, you see 2 avid teachers from Keno and Taylor Junior High Schools who have each received a $1,000 grant from Allstate. Keno's Arlie Crispin was pictured, and Taylor's Kristen Breen received the grants from Allstate employees volunteered in their classroom and nominated the teachers for their outstanding work. Avid's mission is to prepare all students for college readiness and success in a global society. Our outcomes for 2023, that we have proficiency in 3rd grade reading, 8th grade math, 11th grade English language arts, increasing our graduation to 95%, that our students are meeting their annual growth targets, and that all students are socially and emotionally strong, prepared, and supported. Our board and cabinet collective commitments, and just a little bit about this process. We've been able to continue to look at our collective commitments around how are we going to reach our vision. And as we've worked through this with our principals, they continue to change and take more meetings. So I look forward to our work on October the 15th to be able to further this work as a board and cabinet. Exciting, celebrating success. So congratulations to 18 of our district schools named America's Healthiest Schools by Alliance for Healthier Generation. And for the second year in a row, we're the only district in Arizona to make the list. So on our awardees are Chrisman, Field, Hermosa Vista, Holmes, Irving, Johnson, Lascindus, Lowell. I knew a minute I said it. Thank you for giving me forgiveness as the first year superintendent. MacArthur, Mendoza, Pomeroy, Robeson. Okay, now there is a community discussion if it's Robson or Robeson. So I've heard both, just to let everyone know. Roosevelt, Sauk, Serine, Taft, Webster, and Summit Academy. So nationwide, 461 schools were selected based on a rigorous set of criteria, including availability of nutritious food and access to quality physical education opportunities. Last year, 32 districts made this elite list. So we're excited that Mesa Public Schools was awarded. Within our framework in being able to reach our goals for 2023, it's based on 3 big ideas. The first big idea is a focus on learning. And in this picture, it's Porter Elementary trying a new concept for curriculum night. So for over 4 nights, the school differentiated curriculum night by grade level bands. Each event was included a full hour of teaching math strategies for families to practice in at the car at home, which would have really helped me last night with my child. Preschool and kindergarten students practiced one-to-one correspondence in basic number sense. First and second graders practiced addition and subtraction, counting money with coin manipulatives. Third and fourth grade practiced multiplication strategies. Fifth and sixth grade practiced word problems with bar modeling. Both parents and students were fully engaged in the learning, and the event was a huge success according to our amazing principal, Miss Ray. And parents have raved about the curriculum night through district customer service surveys. And one parent, and I love that our parents provide this feedback, loved the hands-on math night for curriculum night, and really enjoyed ways to be able to use the curriculum. So the big idea number 2 within our professional learning community, so we have focus on learning. The next one is build collaborative teams. This is our 4th grade team from Washington Elementary. We have Fonda Bassler, Lacey Ellsworth, and Jamie Coxon. Jamie is a newbie to 4th grade this year. She previously taught kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 5th grade. And as a way to build a bond with her new teammates, Jamie gave her fellow 4th grade teachers these t-shirts as a gift for the new year. And of course, we love that it's within the one team spirit. The third and final big idea is a focus on results. And this is a big congratulations to Red Mountain Center for Early Education teacher Maria Barker. She's been named the 2019 Ambassador for Excellence by Arizona Educational Foundation. She's also in the running for the 2019 Arizona Education Foundation Teacher of the Year. Last December, Maria also became a National Board Certified Teacher, which is an extremely rigorous process. And Arizona Teacher of the Year will be announced very soon in the next month of October, on October 25th, and we're definitely cheering for her. our 4 guiding questions within our professional learning communities model. And the first question, in which we're hyper-focused on this year: what do we want our students to know? How will we know they have learned it? What do we do if they don't? And what do we do if they do? Looking forward within the community and our work here as a governing board, we have, as we're building on master planning, we have bond and override informational meetings. We've had 3 in the last week, and we have 3 more to finalize. So encourage the community members to come out and learn more information about the bond and the override. Mr. President, this concludes my superintendent's report. So if you'll please go ahead and join me in the front for this evening's recognition.
Your microphone worked the entire time.
Yay!
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to ask Westwoods High School Katie Garza, Michelle Dow, and Kalina Orlog to join me at the front. Are they in the house? They are in the house. Come on up front. So I'm going to just have you stand right next to me, Katie. I'll have Katie first. Awesome. Katie is an international baccalaureate English teacher. I'm like, wait, you're not quite old enough. Let's try this again. Katie is an international baccalaureate English teacher at Westwood High School, and she's been named the 2018 IB Middle Years Program Teacher of the Year. One teacher in the state is recognized annually, and she receives this award for her teaching performance and fidelity to the IB principles and practices. So we have a beautiful plaque recognizing your achievement. Interesting enough, Katie is a proud Westwood alumnus herself, and she's just one example of the educators who make a difference in our students' lives every day. So I'm going to actually ask you to stand just right. Michelle and Kalina, I'm going to say a few words about your achievements. Michelle was named the 2018 IB Middle Years Program Student of the Year, and senior Kalina was named the 2018 Arizona IB Diploma Program Student of the Year, and we also have awards to recognize your achievements. They were selected for their distinguished academic performance and fidelity to the IB Learner Profile, and we just want to congratulate you on your outstanding achievement. We also want to recognize all of you that are in the audience who have supported their achievement and their success. We do have Principal Chris Gilmore, Westwood High School, and Jacob Davis, IB Coordinator for Westwood High School. Are you here? Wave, hi. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, for full disclosure, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm learning the process. Thank you for your patience. My board is so patient with me, thank goodness. All right, so up next are our spotlight recognitions, which gives our community a deeper look at how our schools and departments are ensuring student success. Our first spotlight is for O'Connor Elementary, and I'm going to ask Principal Scott Eschman to join me at the front while we watch a short video. Are, come on up front.
O'Connor is a community school with a staff who is excited to come to work, with a staff who is skilled at teaching and meeting the needs of different student populations. We look at students for the people that they are and to serve them with what they need to grow. From 7:45 to 8:05 every single day, everyone on staff is helping students grow with that social emotional component. In classrooms, I'm hearing students talk about their highs and their lows, and they're talking about the things that maybe set them off or made them frustrated before they came to school. We know what our benchmarks are. We know where we need to be by the end of this year. We're providing intervention in a different way than we have in the past. Not only tier 1 intervention in the classroom, but tier 2 intervention with our intervention team, and now even looking at incorporating some pretty beefy tier 3 interventions for those students who might be really struggling in reading, writing. Our students who are working on becoming very proficient readers, one of the things that our team will do is a reader's theater. And so the students will practice a play with different parts and their different characters, and they will practice that as part of their reading fluency. We have a tremendous group of students who, after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, participate in what we call the walking jogging club. They either walk, jog, or run and collect miles. And it's a great way to get healthy. It's a great way to get walking and moving, and it's a great way to interact socially. I would hope that families that come in know that we are here to take care of their children, to love on their children, to be a light and a resource for their children to help them grow and be successful.
Good, better, best. Never rest. So good be better. And better be best.
Well, thank you, Dr. Conley. That was really loud. O'Connor Elementary, I'm going to try to make this not so loud. O'Connor Elementary is truly a community school with a family feel, and we work to serve all students by meeting their unique needs and qualities. Samuel Chavez, 5th grader, please join me up here. Sammy has outstanding character and citizenship. He's positive and helpful, even if it means giving up recess to assist his peers and friends with homework. He's recognized as a top Braille reader in the East Valley and spends many mornings helping a younger blind student increase their self-confidence on campus. I am honored and privileged to recognize you, Samuel, as our outstanding student from O'Connor Elementary. All right, person. Angela Fatika, 5th and 6th grade SLD teacher, please join me at the podium. Angela is a hub for students who find the playground a little too overwhelming. At lunch, when she's finding her quiet time, she's often surrounded by students who want to share that quiet solitude with her. But because she knows that they need it, she's happy to share that time with them. She's a true leader on our campus and a definition of a collaborative teammate. I am honored to recognize you, Angela, as our educator who makes a difference. Angela and Samuel will stay as we honor and recognize one other staff member. So I would please invite Carolyn Heenan, Secretary to the Principal, to please come join us at the podium. Carolyn embodies quality customer service, the first line of communication for families. She responds with calmness and empathy, even in tough situations. Along with her many, many responsibilities, Students and staff love to spend time at her desk when they need a little boost or a pick-me-up in their day. I am honored to recognize you, Carolyn, as our customer service champion.
Thank you, O'Connor Elementary staff members. Are there any other O'Connor staff members sitting in the room right now? Go ahead and stand up so we can recognize you. Thank you for your support and all you do. Our next spotlight is Webster Elementary, and I'm going to ask Principal Stacy Ball to join me at the front as we watch a short video about our school.
Webster is a place where we proudly state that learning for all, whatever it takes, is our motto. We focus on meeting the individual needs of students and also focused on making their strengths a success story for them. We are 100% their champion, and we celebrate so many things on campus, and every day is a new day for them. We set our standards and our expectations very high, but we talk about all of the little things that we are doing to make sure that we're meeting what the goals are, and then also looking at what the next goal for us should be. Each classroom has a calm corner. And in the calm corner, the students are able to have a safe place to go where they are able to regulate themselves. There are very tactile, comfortable sensory things, pillows, there's beanbag chairs, but also strategies on how to breathe and how to become regulated. Recently, Webster was recognized as being third place in the state of Arizona for the Arizona Future Problem Solving Competition. Our team of gifted and talented students in grades 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, they were able to go to ASU, present their findings on a future problem solving issue, and through their hard work and dedication, they were able to earn a very prestigious honor that we're very proud of our gifted and talented students for. We have COUGAR Club, which is our after-school program through the Mesa Parks and Rec. Students come to the rec center and they get opportunities to work on homework, they play games, and it's a really awesome way for our families to have on-site childcare. Being able to come to work every day to support our dynamic community here at Webster really shows in everything that we do here at Webster. Thank you, Dr. Connolly. Webster Elementary is a dynamic school with a focus on goal setting, community partnerships, and preparing our students to lead our community. Vanessa Paredes, come on up. Vanessa. Vanessa is the most beautiful girl, and I'm so proud of her, so to be able to stand next to her just makes my heart so happy. Her family's in the front row and in the back, and this is a huge honor for them, and so we are celebrating with her tonight. So now I'm going to say some awesome things about her. So after spending her entire academic life at Webster, Vanessa is reflective in her last year and thinking of ways that she can leave a legacy. She wants to ensure current and future students feel welcome and have an amazing place to learn. She's a selfless soul. She exemplifies our Cougar pride, and I'm honored to recognize you, Vanessa, as our outstanding student. All right, Mr. Ray Chavez. Come on up. Come on up. Woo!
huge surprise. So we're very excited. When Ray started school, he was an English language learner himself. He knows exactly how our ELL students feel, and he brings 38 years of teaching experience to help them succeed. He motivates students and boosts their confidence through goal setting. He is priceless to all of us at Webster, and I'm honored to recognize you, Ray, as our volunteer extraordinaire. Congratulations. All right. Teresa Trudeau, come on up. Teresa Trudeau is our family support specialist, and her warm smile and a happy hello starts the day of all of our students. She supports our community through various events and activities. She's a cheerleader, a teammate, a trusted resource, and partner for students and family success. I'm honored to recognize you, Teresa, as our employee who makes a difference. And last but certainly not least, Ana E. Montejano, come on up. Ana E. is our registrar, and she's more than a registrar for us at Webster. She is warm, friendly, supportive, and she makes all of our families feel welcome the second they open our front doors. You'll find her walking new students to class or giving campus tours. She's an advocate for our current and future Cougars and passionate about ensuring our families know how wonderful our school is. I'm honored to recognize you, Ana E., as our customer service champion. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to recognize our Webster community.
Definitely looks like we are full of Team Webster supporters. So if you're here from Webster, please stand up and be recognized. Hey. Oh, wow, a few more in the back. Hi. That's fantastic. Thank you. Fantastic. Our last spotlight of the evening is on our athletics and elementary PE teams and creative and performing arts. These are two of our outstanding options available to our students through Teaching and Learning Department. I'm going to ask Steve Hogan, Director of Athletics, and Patrick Walsh, Director of Creative and Performing Arts, to join me at the front as we watch a short video of your departments.
My name is Andy Forlis, and I am the Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning. I'm proud of the work that our Creative and Performing Arts, Physical Education, and Athletics departments do to make the Mesa Public Schools promise come alive.
Mesa Public Schools has always been strong in the arts. We are a catalyst for learning. Students who take music and take music consistently, they develop a part of their brain that works well in math and other sort of logic kinds of thinking. I get to work with students who are excited about what they're doing, which I think is one of the benefits of having a robust arts program, is students really want to be here. Music department was just nationally recognized this last year as a community partner, a community music partner, which only a couple of school districts across the nation got. In New York City, a Jimmy Award, we were able to have two of our students, Best Actor and Best Actress, to represent the district. This department is the department that helps to educate the entire student in terms of creativity and problem solving, all the things that we in this modern age really want a student to be able to do.
First and foremost, in elementary PE, we have always concentrated on using children's first names. Many research studies have proven that active and healthy students perform better on tests. They get better grades, they attend school more often, and they behave better in class. We have 78 elementary PE teachers in Mesa Public Schools. These teachers are state certified and they are experts in delivering the dynamic physical education curriculum. They teach over 34,000 students twice a week. 30 of our elementary schools appeared on America's Healthiest Schools list. Students are also taught how to monitor their own physical activity by using pedometers in PE class.
I think one of the biggest things that we do in athletics is that we really get to know the students and student athletes that we work with. There's a great deal of research that shows that active students perform better academically. One of our main roles is putting our coaches, our administrators, our student athletes in positions for success. That's what we do. We've done quite a few things that has enhanced opportunities for our students and also bettered our community. We've won over 40 state championships and been runner-up over 50 times just in the 2000s with our high school athletic teams. We have over 7,000 student athletes. We have 275 athletic teams. And if you count volunteer coaches, we have close to 1,000 coaches in our district. We enhance the overall experience that our students have in Mesa Public Schools to make them well-rounded and productive citizens.
The teaching and learning team members are incredibly unique because they are passionate, they're brilliant, and they are completely dedicated to the success of our students.
Dr. Conley, the Physical Education Athletic Department provides support for all of our students, including the curriculum development and implementation, coaches and administrators, and interpreting both district policy and AIA bylaws. Barry, will you join me? Kay has been the rock of our department since 1986. Always positive yet grounded, and her calming influence permeates our office. As the coordinator for athletic team transportation, if a bus issue occurs and a coach gets just a little bit anxious, they call Kay first, and she's always there to find a solution. I'm honored to recognize you, Kay, as our employee. Okay, we'll move over here as we'll let Performing Arts take over, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to recognize athletics.
Dr. Conley and Dr. Hogan. The arts are the heart of education. Creative and performing arts provide support for opportunities including music, theater, visual arts, and dance. The social and emotional growth of students is the goal of all of our faculty and staff. I please have Sharon Berger and Sherry McKinney join us at the podium. Theater, the arts are a team event, and we're celebrating a team this evening. Together, Sharon and Sherry have worked for the district for 6 years. As a team, they coordinate and process cultural kits that help our teachers bring the arts into the classrooms. Their traveling art shows wow elementary students, and each and every year they spotlight students at the Young at Art program. They're outstanding ambassadors for the arts in Mesa Public Schools, and I am honored to recognize both Sharon and Sherry as a customer service champions. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to recognize creative and performing arts this evening.
It definitely looks that Sharon and Sherry has some supporters as well that are here, so thank you for being here to support. And it definitely looks like Miss Kay has supporters in the back. Yeah. Mr. President and board members, this concludes our recognitions for this evening. And we're going to take a short recess, but I want to encourage everyone to stick around because we have a student presentation that I'm really excited to be able to share with the community.
Stay, but you don't have to.
I don't like cards either. But I think cards are, I'm not a
Mr. President, members of the board, I'm extremely excited to introduce our next presenters. Earlier this year, I had the good pleasure of attending the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian Community Tribal Council meeting and had the good pleasure of seeing our Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian Community Young River People's Council, that was a mouthful, speak about issues that are facing our Native American youth. And in July, they won the Youth Council of the Year award from the United National Indian Tribal Youth Organization at the National Conference. I was extremely impressed with their presentation and the information and the leadership skills that they showed, and honored to have them here this evening. Miss Christine Porter is the Youth Development Specialist for the youth team, and she's here with the Executive Council, which includes students from Mountain View and Westwood High School. Christine and students, please come forward and introduce members of your council, and then we look forward to your presentation.
I'm about 10 and a half years. I'll have them introduce themselves.
Good evening, my name is Summer Lopez. I am the president of the Young River People's Council, and I am a junior at Westwood High School.
Good evening, and thank you for having us. My name is Alyssa Andrews. I'm 16 years old, and I go to Mountain View High School. My name is Kimani Harney, corresponding secretary.
Good evening, and thank you to the Mesa Public Schools for inviting us here today. We want to share with you some of our activities that we did from 2017 and what we have planned for 2018. So, our mission statement is to cultivate effective leaders for tomorrow's generation of the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community youth. So these are just some various pictures of this year's events.
Here is last year's highlights. Job shadowing, which our tribal council has had a huge help with, attending conferences in and out of state, collaborating with various tribal departments, and working with other youth. Here is a list of current executive council members. Our president, Summer Lopez, vice president, myself, Alyssa Andrews, clerical secretary, Neilani Lopez, correspondent secretary, Kimani Harney, and our treasurer, Elias Fulwelder. As you can see, we are young, and although we are young, we are eager to learn and are willing to share our ideas and put them to work. Here are the members. We have currently 26 active members, 6 males, 20 females. Exec council meets every other week on Thursday. Every Thursday. We established the Lonely Cactus Garden Committee, Out-of-State College Tour Committee, the Culture Committee, Water and Healthy Food
Council and Autumn Bingo Committee. Our out-of-state college tour will be at the University of California on October 6th. We were able to fill 40 spots with the help of Native American advocates and surrounding schools, including Mesa. Here we had Polo and I job shadowing Representative Isela Blanc at the state capitol. Neilani job shadowing Aaron Studebaker from the SRPMIC Talking Stick Entertainment District. Elias, Kimani, and Alyssa job shadowed Sergeant Flores and Detective Orozco from the police department. And Victoria was at the Autumn Action News, to name a few, what we've been doing over the break.
Here are our summer events. Volunteering at Community Easter Hunt, which was March 21st, we attended the Autumn Bingo April 19th, volunteered for Earth Day activities April 21st, and organized event for National Day of Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women on May 5th. We attended NCAI Mid-Year Conference in Kansas, Missouri, June 3rd through the 6th, Get Out the Vote events, presented substance abuse awareness education to kids in camp, and attended the Unity Conference in San Diego, California from July 5th to July 9th, and received the Youth Council of the Year award. And lastly, our anti-drug art project with Dwayne Manuel and Marcus Breeze.
The list of upcoming events we will build on our mission for the YRPC. NCAI, the annual convention in Denver, the NARD parade with the police department, Halloween fundraiser, the Thaka tournament, the Four Tribes Youth Council dinner, the Autumn Bingo in December, parade in Salt River, second annual legislative day at the Capitol. We're actually currently registering people to vote, and we also set up a goal for ourselves to reach 500. We are focused on improving our community and working with the various departments. We look forward to future collaborations with you as many of our members attend schools in the Mesa Public Schools District.
So when I'm thinking of events for the youth and projects, we make sure that they're educational, informational, well-oriented. I make sure that there's 4 aspects that are covered, which is leadership, education, culture, and fun. As you can see on the slide, they're just little, but we create a monthly newsletter. It's called the River Run, and it highlights all of their activities from the previous month. So if that's something you would be interested in getting, just let me know.
We're always seeking input to improve the Young River People's Council. Thank you, Sapo, for your time today. If anyone has any questions or comments.
I am so excited to learn and that you exist and that you're doing such great work in the community, and would definitely like to see the newsletter. I'm sure a few of us I would like to connect and know what you're doing, because definitely you're such an incredible part of our, I want to say this word that I can't get out right now, so I'm just going to say, you're part of our community. We're glad you're here. Thank you. And I'm so honored for your leader and that this program exists. I can't say how excited I am, because I know there's many things that we do to continue to improve relationships with community members and every member of our community. So thank you for coming today. Thank you for sharing, and I want to be more involved.
I appreciate your leadership, the leadership in your community. It makes such a difference. You're young, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you really inspire people, and they think, if you can do it, I want to follow, I want to be a part of that. And so I'm really grateful for you being a representative of what you know to be true and what is important to you and the values that you carry with you. So thank you for all you're doing. We appreciate it so much. And your community appreciates it. It's so helpful. We need more. We just need more, just like you. So thank you.
I'm not sure how you girls have time to go to school with all these events you do. Your council is busy, and you are engaged in really good works that do good things in our community that we all share together, and I really appreciate that. I'm curious if one of you would just share one of the things you've gained. Like, what's been your favorite part of being involved in the River Youth Council?
Well, I joined Youth Council when I was 12 years old. I wasn't really sure what it was about at first. My friend had invited me, and I guess through it I learned a lot more about issues that were going on in the community and what was bothering people, because there's a lot of things going on that, especially towards the youth, that I guess makes them think that they don't have as good of a future as they could. So I think being involved in Youth Council, I've decided that it should be our goal to take the initiative to help those young people in our community to realize that they have a good future.
I did forget one thing that I was trying to remember to say. One of the reasons why I definitely want to connect, as I see the words, I often want to have some of the greetings that I hear people say, and I'm probably the worst person at it. So definitely, as a point of personal privilege, I do want to meet with you and connect, so I can not be so embarrassing when I try to pronounce some of the words.
I just know that sometimes in your capacity it can be lonely, or you can feel isolated, or perhaps even discouraged. Know that we're here to champion you, to support you, to encourage you in any way we can. We applaud what you're doing.
I like to try to go last. Does anyone have anything else? All right. I actually did have a question. How much, I'm looking at all these events, kind of piggybacking off what Jenny said. How much time does this take out of your schedules? Impressive.
Well, we try to make sure that we take feedback from all the other people in the Youth Council and see what they can make too, like if they're too busy or not. Usually we have our meetings on Thursdays, every other Thursday, and on the weekends we do events sometimes.
Amazing. That's amazing dedication. I greatly appreciate it.
School is top priority.
Of course.
We appreciate that.
One of our rules is that if you don't have a good GPA, you can't attend the events with us.
Oh, that's awesome. You've got a motivator. Well, thank you for all that you do. And you know, I would welcome any invite to any event that you've got. I see the schedule here, so I'll try to keep a copy of this. Appreciate everything that you do. Appreciate you championing for your community and for our youth. With that, we're going to pause for just a minute. So I got a little hot tip before the meeting that this is not live, and we have an awesome editor in the back, so we can chop this up. It'll be like 30 minutes when it's posted online tomorrow.
You know, I had
And he can edit this part out.
I had a question about that. I told my mom to watch this, and she said, it's not on. So when is this televised?
They said.
Oh, okay. Well, now I can tell her she really isn't going crazy. I kept saying, I know what's on there. She's already losing her mind. That just made her feel worse.
So rock, the magic of editing. Okay. Okay, let's regroup so it edits nicely. Yeah, I know. Let's move on to item 12, the bond and the override and bond update.
So absolutely great presentations that have been presented to the community thus far. We have 3 more informational meetings, 7th, October 2nd, and October 4th. And it's been the same presentation, and we have community members that have been providing that. So both Deanna as well as Jill Benza. So volunteering to do this. I'm leaning to the board to
because I have one more thing to add.
Yes.
I've attended all 3 that we've had so far, and Deanna's done an amazing job. It's just so natural, and same with Jill. I applaud their efforts and thank them greatly for what they're doing for us and for the community.
And I found out tonight that the Hutchinsons are promoting a postcard writing to get out 5,000 postcards. You can go and you can get out the information, but you can go between 1 and 3 in the afternoon the rest of this week and next week if you want to write postcards to get circulated about that. I probably shouldn't say this. It's not being televised, but I just figured that out. Maybe I shouldn't.
Editing.
But anyway. Okay, well, that's a community service that they're providing, and high school students are involved for their government class and are writing those postcards. So if you want to be involved with our high schools and their government class and what they're doing actively to participate in their class, there is this postcard writing, and you can contact the Mike or Marcy Hutchinson for more details.
So I can also add that we've had several inquiries. Some of you might have seen some of the news articles or stories on the radio about the bus driver shortage. As a reminder, is a great segue into the override. The reason for going to 10 to 15 is partly all about wages, and so that's very much about what we're struggling with in retaining drivers, as well as many of our other classified areas. So if you see or get the opportunity to discuss that issue, it's a hot topic in the news, so you might get questions from the community on that issue.
And I'll also add that when we're talking about it being about wages, that a lot of that is connecting with getting the very best people that we can.
My only comment about the presentations was I think the people mix with the crowd more. Sometimes we look like along the sides, or and I think just like you're part of the conversation with who's there. So that's my suggestion for those then remaining 3. Stop folding your arms, Pete. Just kidding. I only picked on Pete because I could. Okay, thank you.
Do we have any other comments on the bond and the override, or? Okay, cool. Let's move on to item 13A, qualified evaluators.
Mr. President, members of the board, state statute requires each year that, that certified teachers are evaluated by a qualified evaluator annually. And state statute further defines qualified evaluator as a principal or other person who is both trained to evaluate teachers, designated by the board to do so. I will share with you that we have a system in place for tracking the individuals on the list we've provided for you to ensure that they are in fact trained to do the work, evaluating teachers. That as the backdrop, we are asking qualified evaluators for the 2018-2019 school year.
All right, any questions? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the list of Unified School District Performance Evaluation System.
I move that we approve as stated.
All right, all in favor? Aye. None opposed. Let's go to first hearing of policy IGBA, special education programs for disabled students.
Thank you. So before you have the draft for the first reading for a change in the special education program for disabled students. And if you have questions, I'll be able to hand those off to our director, Teresa Baca, or Dr. Lesser.
I'm just assuming you took the text from the new law, inserted it to make sure it was completely compliant. That's what we're reading here, is the law inserted so that all is covered.
So the Department of Education actually sent out to all districts language that they wanted brought forward for board approval. So it's language from the Department of Education that was disseminated statewide.
The language, yeah, we can't argue with the language. Well, we can, yeah, if someone's got something. Yeah. Do we have any questions or discussion? This is the first reading. We're not seeking approval. We'll talk about that next time. We'll move to item 15A. It's the video on the call to the public procedures. Do we have any requests to speak or? Okay, so if we don't have any requests to speak with the board, I will skip item 15. We'll jump to item 16.
Adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed.